Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Taylor Hierro. Thank you so much for hopping on. I know that you're going to gain some value today because our topic for this video is going to be how to quit a traditional 9-to-5. And first, what we're going to do in identifying a new way of making money is that we have a tool that was actually created by the author of the books Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cashflow Quadrant, and the Business of the 21st Century. This author goes by the name Robert Kiyosaki. So if you haven't already, please check out those books. They have definitely helped me in my journey to entrepreneurship and learning about new ways to make money in a way that I was not taught in school. I am honestly saying that we were taught in school how to become great employees. And going into this cash flow quadrant, employee is one of the quadrants in this cash flow quadrant. This is a way to generate income. It's not that it's a bad way to generate income, but on this cash flow quadrant, there's gonna be two sides, okay? So there's the left side and the right side. On the left side of this quadrant, 95% of individuals, this is how they're making money. It's called active income. On the right side of the quadrant, 5% of people, okay, 5% are earning money in a passive way. So it's active versus passive. It's going to be, how is it that majority of people are working actively for their money and 5% of people, 5% of the wealthiest people, they seem to do less yet earn more. That's essentially and ideally what all of us would like to have, especially on this video. So you came here today to learn a little bit more about that, and let's get into it. Let's get into the cash flow quadrant. Okay, so starting with the left side of the quadrant, we have the employee quadrant. This is going to be, you're gonna know that it's the employee quadrant with the E. So it's marked with an E. An employee is what a lot of us have started out with going into the work world, the working industry, where we learn how to make money. At 16, the first thing I did was apply to a clothing store. I worked retail. That was my very first job. And I loved it. I loved being an employee. There was nothing wrong with that. It really fit my schedule. And the thing with that, okay, let's put a focus on that. It fit my schedule, my time schedule, my schooling, because in order to make money as an employee, you're having to trade in your time to make money. Okay, this is an active way of making money, and 95% of people are on this side. So if you are an employee, or you know of an employee, know that this is how you're generating an income. You're trading your time for money. Now moving to the second part of the left side quadrant is the self-employed quadrant, okay? So self-employed, are you self-employed, or do you know somebody who's self-employed? They've started their own business. Maybe they're a freelance makeup artist, or maybe they have a small business, okay? And by small business, you're going to know that it's a small business because when you are self-employed, I will say this, it's a great way to take yourself from an employee to being self-employed, but really the only thing that is changing is your boss. You have a little bit more freedom, but know that it's almost like a faucet. And when you turn off the faucet, when you turn off the time that you put into your business, to give you an example, I used to do eyelashes, okay? And I was self-employed. I became my own boss. I had my own lash business because I was just doing lashes on the side. This is how I was making money. Now, this is still an active way of making money. I'm still putting in time to make money. If anything, I have to put in a lot more time because now my business relies on me. My business relies on me. So no longer am I employed by somebody else and their business. I'm now employed by my business. So that's what self-employed is. If you are self-employed, congrats to you. That is awesome. You've taken your skills, your talent, your services to another level where you are now in charge of of your business, okay? That is monumental, but you are still making money actively. And if anything, you have to put more time in to get more money, okay? If I was doing lashes still, I would have to continue to do lashes to continue to earn money. Now, that to somebody who loves what they do and they love putting in the time, that is amazing and that's ideal for you. But we're looking at ways to quit the left side of the quadrant, the employed side of the quadrant, whether that's being an employee to somebody else or being an employee to your own business. Let's move to the right side of the quadrant. This is going to be focused on passive income, okay? So passive income is going to be less time put in, and it's more taking what you already have and having a leverage. You're now leveraging your resources. So at the top of the right quadrant is the business owner. This is where you have an actual organization. You go from small business to company to corporate. You now have a business that you don't have to run. You have leverage. You have employees. So for instance, going back to my lash business, instead of doing lashes myself and trading in my time to do lashes, I now employ a group of lash technicians and they run my business for me. They generate the money for me and I disperse that to them because they're my employees. I'm now a business owner. So I no longer have to trade in my time for money. I have more leverage. I'm using my money to make more money. Okay, I'm investing into my business. I'm employing other people and they are generating income for me. What are some ways that you can do this? Well, going back to what I said, you can still have your own business, but now take it to another level where you're employing people. You're no longer the employee, okay? You are at the top. Another great way of doing this is something called network marketing. Robert Kiyosaki also has a book on this. It's called The Business of the 21st Century. And some people, they hear network marketing and they think, oh my gosh, MLM, multi-level marketing. It's a pyramid scheme. What's a pyramid scheme? Okay, you're a job that you're working that you will never be able to surpass the CEO. That's technically a pyramid scheme, but we're not talking about shapes. Okay, we're not talking about anything like that. We're talking about how you can actually develop leaders. You can duplicate leaders in your business so that you are no longer a slave to your business or an employee to your business. There is nothing malicious about that. There is nothing that is scheming about that. Let's think of, the CEO of Starbucks. You will never catch that person. I'm not even sure who they are. I gotta credit them. But the CEO of Starbucks will never be making your coffee drink because they learned that other people are actually more passionate about making coffee and they just came up with a great idea and now it runs on its own. It runs off of the work of other people. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a very smart way. That's a passive way of making income where you're not using your time to make income, to earn an income. You have developed the 5% mindset, okay? So those are some ways that I would suggest is having a business and employing other people to run your business, teaching people how to run your business so that it can run on its own. And also network marketing is a great way that anybody can do this. Anybody can help to bring people into a company that they have found that they truly love. It's something that they stand for. And now they're teaching people the skill sets that it takes to run their business with them and putting their business, their organization on a much bigger scale. Okay, the next quadrant on the right side of the quadrant is the 1% quadrant. Okay, so 1% are aware of ways to invest. Now you're definitely leveraging your money to make more money. No longer are you putting in time to make money or you're having to leverage a company. You are now using the money you currently have to duplicate or compound more money. How can you do that? Well, some people like to invest into stocks, maybe real estate, maybe foreign exchange. They put their investments into currencies, or they put it into commodities like oil or metals like gold and silver, okay? These are things that you can invest into. And you're probably thinking, well, how do I get into that? I didn't go into accounting. I didn't go to college for that. I didn't learn how to invest. Am I smart enough to do that, or am I wealthy enough to do that? Traditionally, to get into this investment quadrant, you have to be making an income of $3 million to even start participating in stocks or having a share in a stock, okay? You're having to have a lot of money to get started. Thankfully, there are resources that you have that can help you to leverage what you have, what you currently have. And you can do this for less than $500, guys. You can do this for what traditionally you have to have a minimum of $10,000 to get into investments, or a couple $1,000s, you can do for less than $500. I am actually, in the past year, I have partnered with the #1 educational platform in the world in teaching people how it is that they can get started, how they can get involved with the largest financial market in the world, which is, it's moving $6.6 trillion a day. This is a $6.6 trillion market. Educational platform itself has taught me how it is that I can invest. It's taught me strategies that I can use to invest the money that I currently have and to compound it. It's given me so much opportunity, and it's helped put me into that investor quadrant. I now have a good understanding of how to invest and compound my money, and now I'm generating a passive income. I also operate on a business, and I duplicate leaders within my business so that I can have my business running on its own with the help of other leaders who have the same vision as myself. So that is how you can quit a 9-to-5. That is how you can leave a traditional job, by first knowing that there are other ways to make money. And the other two ways of making money are passive, okay? You're now in charge. You're now letting your money work for you. You're not working for money, okay? So if you have something that you're very good at, look at ways that you can start a business, and look for other people who align with that vision, who can help you take your business to the top, okay? And we also, while you're doing that, use the money that you earn to learn more about investing. Learn how to compound money and help your money work for you. Let your money work for you. So if you guys ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments or the messages here on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at Taylor Hierro. That is my first and last name, all lowercase. Reach out to me in my DMs, schedule a free consultation call with me. I have my link in my Instagram bio. You can click there and schedule a time that works for you so that we can go over a free consultation, okay? I'm partnered with an educational platform. I'm also partnered with successful individuals. I'm connected with my mentors, and I would love to get you guys plugged in to learn more about how you can quit a traditional 9-to-5 and get to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic day, night, wherever you're at. I love you. I'm sending you peace, love, abundance, and success, financial success, and success in your career and whatever it is that you choose to do, and learning new ways of making income. Blessings to all of you. I will see you on my next video.